Hi, this is Brent Driggs with Info on the Go, and we are excited to provide Atlantic Pacific Real Estate this training to help you to learn how to use the Atlantic Pacific lead generation and call capture system. This system is designed specifically for Atlantic Pacific Real Estate in order to help you to grow your business and make more money. This system works especially well for REO type properties, and that is why Atlantic Pacific is encouraging every one of their agents and brokers to utilize this system to its fullest, because we know it will help you to generate more leads. This is part one, as I mentioned, of a two-part training series. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be covering in each of the different sessions. In this section, we're going to be talking to you a little bit about how the system works. We want you to have a really clear understanding. We're going to share with you some best practices, and the reason why we say the sky is the limit, because really, quite literally, I'm going to show you three different ideas today on how you can utilize the system, but literally there are hundreds of ways that you can utilize your 24/7 toll-free information lines and call capture technology. So I want you to get your imagination going and just use it, but I want to show you some baseline systems that you really need to use to get the system going. And then in the next section, we're going to record a training session for you. We're going to talk to you about exactly step by step on how you set up your properties, how you access your system using the internet, how you assign ID codes, specific properties and or advertising medium, and how do you record your property descriptions. So we'll cover that in part two of the training, which will be included as another element of this ramp-up process. So let's jump right into the best practices and learn how to really understand exactly how the call capture technology works. First and foremost, I want you to really understand that we built this system on the basic fundamental idea that people buy from people, and that people do not buy from technology. And technology is really has a role as an enabler. And when we say an enabler, what we mean by that is saying that if you can use technology in order for you to get in front of interested buyers more quickly and more efficiently, then technology has done its role. What we do not want to do is create some technology that's going to force agents to spend a lot of time managing the technology and messing around in the office and trying to fiddle with it, rather than being out in the field selling properties and talking to prospective buyers. So that is exactly what we've designed, and that's why Atlantic Pacific Real Estate is so excited about the results that you can produce if you use the system. So just use it to connect with the right people, and we'll guarantee you that you're going to get in front of those people quickly and efficiently. So let's talk about some ideas on exactly how that might work. First off, I want you to understand, once again, that everything that we do and this whole system is built to help you to make more money and do it more efficiently. So we're going to use a baseline example here of a real estate agent taking one of the sign writers that are created and putting those sign writers on every one of your listing properties. So once you've listed that, Atlantic Pacific has a dedicated toll-free number, and each agent is going to be assigned a range of codes. So you will take your signs and you'll put it on a property. How the system works is exactly like this. Basically, if you have that sign writer on your listing sign, prospective buyers will drive by. Statistics have shown that prospective buyers are like 75% more likely to dial a toll-free information line than they are to direct dial an agent. So think about that and the impact that that can have on your business. That's substantial. So the buyer sees the home, wants some information on it, so they call the toll-free information line. The buyer's listening to the unique property features that you've recorded, and you've told them about that. And while they're doing that, the Buyer Connect technology behind Info on the Go is going to capture their caller information. Okay, they're going to capture the caller name, the telephone number, the date and time, and the property address. And that technology is going to immediately send you, the listing agent, a text message to your cell phone. Now that text message gives you the opportunity to immediately call that prospect back, and you have a golden opportunity to sell a property. Now remember, these text messages will arrive on your cell phone literally seconds after that prospect has dialed the phone or dialed your code and put it in. What that means is that if you call them right back, there's a high probability that if that prospect is not sitting in front of the property, they're in the same neighborhood, which gives you a rich opportunity to reach out and engage them in a sales conversation and maybe even do an immediate home showing. It works, and it's that quick and it works fabulously. We have tested it and refined it over a 7-year period, and so we know it works from thousands and thousands of calls and thousands of agents testing that and making sure it delivers the results we're promising. So with that, let's talk about a couple of details on exactly what's going to happen when that prospect dials your toll-free information line. As I mentioned, Atlantic Pacific has a dedicated toll-free information line. So when they dial that number, they're going to hear a brief message, thank you for calling, and then they're going to be asked to enter the property ID code. As they enter that code, then they're going to begin listening to the property description which you've recorded. While they're listening to that, the technology captures that information, sends the notification to you, the agent, where no matter where you are, you're going to get that text message, and then you have the opportunity to initiate that sales call with that hot prospect. Now, while they're listening to that property description, that home audio tour, if you will, at the end of that description, they're going to have a voice menu that's going to come on, and it's going to give them two options. First off, they can have the opportunity to have direct connect with the realtor. So you'll have the opportunity to receive a call directly from them if they choose to talk to you. If they select number 2, they'll then have the opportunity to leave a voicemail. If they leave a voicemail, then the system will save that voicemail in a .wav file and immediately email that to you. So you'll have that email on your system. So I'll show you exactly how to set all that up in just a few minutes. Actually, that will be in the next training session, but I want you to understand that. But that's really clear, really straightforward, very clean, and prospects love the opportunity to get that information 24/7.